Hello, and thanks for joining me for this brief introduction to the WallSAT practice. This video was developed by the University of Connecticut's Rudd Center for Food Policy and Health. This measure assesses what is actually happening in your schools, that is, which practices are being implemented. The WallSAT practice was designed as a companion to the WallSAT policy. The WallSAT practice uses interviews to measure the extent to which practices are in place that match each of the WallSAT policy items. The WallSAT practice is available at wellsat.org after you have completed the policy assessment for your district, school, or institution. This is the WallSAT practice. It is broken down into the same 6 subscales used in the WallSAT policy. As mentioned earlier, the WallSAT practice is a companion measure to the WallSAT policy. This slide shows how the items on these measures mirror each other. On the left, we have the FR1 item as written in the WallSAT policy, which reads, includes goals for nutrition education that are designed to promote student wellness. This policy is federally required, as noted in the item language. The matching WallSAT practice item reads, does the school district have specific goals for nutrition education designed to promote student wellness? The follow-up question asks, does this include a standards-based education curriculum? For this particular item, you would need to interview the person who either teaches nutrition education or who oversees the nutrition education curriculum in order to determine how this policy is being implemented in schools. So, from this example, you can see how each WellSAT practice item asks about a practice that matches the policies measured by the WellSAT policy. Just like in the WellSAT policy, WellSAT practice items are rated 0, 1, or 2. The WellSAT lists each practice item followed by an explanation of the item-specific scoring. Generally, a 0 means that the practice is not in place. A rating of 1 means the practice is partially implemented, and a rating of 2 means the practice is fully implemented. This slide is to help determine who should be interviewed for the WellSAT practice. There are many components to school wellness, so it will be necessary to interview multiple people. The District Wellness Committee should work to look at each section and decide who will be best suited to answer each question. We've created a list here of the people who will be most likely to be able to answer the questions on the WellSAT practice. The food service director may be able to answer many of the questions. A school principal should also be included, as they can answer some of the questions relating to school-level items. Some of the questions are more classroom-based. While it is possible that the principal can answer these, teachers will often be best able to answer some of these school-level questions. District-level questions can be answered by district-level administrators, such as the superintendent or an individual who oversees the nutrition and physical education curriculum for the district. Now that we know more about the WellSAT practice tool, let's look at how to navigate it online. Once you have completed the WellSAT policy online, the option to complete the WellSAT practice will appear in your Edit Scoring column. The WellSAT practice works just like the WellSAT policy. You should read the scoring guidance for each item, then click to select a score. Click the Next button when you're ready to move on to the next section. When you are done scoring your assessment, you will be able to access your combined policy and practice scorecard. Your policy and practice scores are both shown for each item. An icon in the rightmost column represents how these scores align. The key to these icons is found at the top of the scorecard. If you are completing a triennial assessment, you are now done with the second step of the process. This step assessed compliance with your written policy and with federal requirements in your implementation of wellness practices. For more information about the WellSAT, please visit the Rudd Center and WellSAT websites.